In this world, we have been taught that by consuming things, it will bring happiness into our life. But it's failed to teach us that happiness is not in having things. We think money will bring us happiness. I grew up in a very wealthy family up until I was a teenager. We had so much money, I could get anything and everything I wanted. But there was many life lessons that I was never ever going to learn because things were so easily given to me. Until we reached financial rock bottom is when I realized the value of money and not to ever waste money, and that money itself was never going to bring happiness. Many of us think by having some alcohol, going clubbing and partying will give us a good time. When I was 18, I had a phase, maybe a month, where I drank a lot, went clubbing and parties just to escape my pain and finally think I was going to have some fun. I quickly realized this was not it. I felt worse than ever and felt like I was going backwards in life and never went back to it since then. I realized alcohol and parties was not the answer. Many of us engage in casual sex because we think it's really fun and really exciting. I had 2 sexual encounters when I was 19, each lasting one night. It is the biggest regret of my life. And after the encounter, I had a meltdown when I reached home, like what I'm showing here, with feelings of shame and disgust. I knew my body hated what I did. The only reason I did it was to seek validation for my worth by knowing these guys found me attractive and wanted to sleep with me. I never did it again until I found love and was in a proper relationship. That's when I gave my all to a man. I realized from that moment how precious my body was and how precious my privates were, like a temple, like a flower, and that I was only going to have sex if love was involved. We think that buying things, materialistic items, will bring happiness into our life, such as shoes, clothes, jewelry, or even a fancy car. But I never really understood how buying things would ever make you happy. As you can see, I have one pair of runners which are half broken. That shows how much I care. And one pair of winter boots which is also a little bit broken. I found myself so much happier when I have less things because it's so much more simpler, and it just shows that you really don't need much in life. A lot of us women tend to go out and buy loads of makeup so that we can look good, hence feel good, because we feel more desirable and accepted in society, which ultimately leads to happiness. I myself still wear makeup and I hate wearing makeup, but I actually do it because I think my husband won't love me anymore if I take my makeup off and show him my bare face, which I actually haven't done in the 3 years that I've been with him. But the weird thing is I can go out into the world and show my bare face, but as soon as he is home, I fear that if I show that rawness, that he won't love me anymore. And I think a lot of us feel like this. But I thought I would openly share this because it's the truth. Some have junk food to get a dose of feel-good emotions, or just escaping reality completely and watching a load of TV shows, reading magazines about others' lives, or grabbing that phone, or extreme taking drugs. Everything I've just shown is like eating a chewing gum. It may taste good for a little bit, but the taste doesn't last, nor does it satisfy your hunger. Meaning, external things will never lead to real happiness. For me, living a simple life with fewer things led to a life of quality and meaning. We really don't need much. For me, it's the moments, the real life experiences that lead to joy, growth as a human being, and inner peace. We just need to get out, live, and feel things, discover things, learn things, grow things, get creative, have real food, and love things. It seems like sitting in silence or with ourselves is unheard of in our society as a way of feeling happiness. I mean, look at all the animals in this world. They pretty much sleep, eat, reproduce, have a little walk, and they just don't really do much. And we're animals as well. Yet because we're so intelligent, we just don't know how to be happy. But I really think the remedy is that simple. It's going back to the simple life. Trust me. I read somewhere in a book, happiness is our natural state. Happiness is the natural state of little children to whom the kingdom belongs until they have been polluted and contaminated by the stupidity of society and culture. And warriors, this is my message for this video.